In less than 3 weeks, the Holy Father is here in Washington. Francis will be the first pope ever to address the U.S. Congress. Nebraska Representative Jeff Fortenberry looks forward to his speech. He was in Rome this week, sharing with our Alan Holdren what he thinks Congress needs to hear from Francis.
Members of Congress are trying to maneuver and be in the right position, have asked to have a meeting with him. Of course, that's not going to happen. But across the board, across political perspectives, everyone is so eagerly awaiting. I think from what I hear, the Pope is not going to say anything different than what he's already said. And obviously of late, he's elevated this idea that we need a new synthesis for humanity, where we need to emphasize the interdependency of us all, whether that's in protecting the environment or protecting the person, particularly the most vulnerable, the unborn child, the family, and those who are elderly or in threat of being euthanized. So we don't know exactly what he's going to say, but I imagine that he will unpack those types of issues before us.
And people are saying that he'll likely also speak of immigration. This has been a very important issue as people begin their preparations for presidential candidacy for next year. What do you expect him to say on that issue?
I don't know, because our experience obviously with immigration is different than what's going on in Europe, because Europe has experienced this aggressive migration from people who are fleeing North Africa as well as the Middle East. Europe is also problematically facing a colonization problem by those who do not share this worldview, the Western worldview, by persons who are of the Islamic faith tradition, Muslims, who potentially want to colonize Europe. And this is a very big change. That's not our difficulty in America. It's how to create an orderly immigration process that has strong borders and legal enforcement, but also has humanitarian exceptions for those in need. I don't know how much he'll address in that regard, because again, the experience here in Europe is a bit different, but he could.
And there in the Capitol building, you're allowed to invite one person as a congressman. Who are you inviting?
Well, that ticket goes to my wife.
And what about the tickets that you have for outside of the Capitol building? You have up to 50, I believe.
I do.
Request.
The main ticket, which is seated in front of the screen, goes to my own bishop. We had talked about it, and he asked, Bishop Conley. Glad to do that. I've invited other Nebraskans to join us as well. So first come, first serve.
So it's still open to people if they want?
Still open if they'd like to come.
Thank you so much, Congressman.